A1.
What's going on, guys? This is Kev the Coach. Thank you for listening and tuning in to Kev the Coach Experience. We are all about life, dating, and relationships. Thank you for tuning in. If you could, real quickly, please rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow if you're on Spotify. Share with your loved ones, your friends, people that could use this advice. It can all go around. Podcasts are a great way to inform yourself, educate yourself, and just feel good. Good listening to people who put out good vibes. That's really it. So let's get into it. This episode is going to be a little bit more about life. So we're talking about solving problems. It'll be a combination of my take on solving problems as it comes to like mindfulness and meditation. But I'll also be referencing a lot of this from Sam Harris, who is an American author, philosopher, neuroscientist, and a podcast host, which is how I found Sam Harris via the podcasting world. So he's got some good credentials here to speak on sort of an issue of solving problems. So let's dive into it. And I'll just be kind of talking about how we navigate through problems, how to solve them internally so you can handle them from a mental perspective, and then actually go about maybe actionably doing them. But it's also just a perspective thing. So if you want to keep listening, this is what we're going to be tackling. It's all about perspective and understanding. So I want to start by saying, this is what Sam Harris kind of showed me, is that life is like a video game, right? So, it seems like when we have bad moods, it's typically because a problem arises, right? An unexpected circumstance you are in. So, for example, Melody gave me a haircut last night. She's been giving me haircuts for basically throughout quarantine. This one was not her best work. I never, I always tell her like, hey, this is a free haircut, fuck it. But it was not our best one, and it was late. We both were upset that because we wanted to do some things, and the haircut ended up taking an hour because she was trying to fix it. But it was interesting how we've been having a really good day leading up to it, and it was just really positive. So it's an example of a problem arising. But the reason I brought up life is like a video game, it's to say that when you play video games or maybe you watch a movie, there's always going to be problems that arise, right? I think we know that problems are going to arise, and I think coming from the perspective that maybe anticipating that a problem will occur, whether it's in a day or if it's throughout your week, that's one way, one technique to maybe implement into your life that can help you just relax when something bad happens. Maybe you get an email from your boss, it just adds a problem to your day. Maybe just you've had the mindset throughout the day that you've anticipated a problem will arise, and you can come to that problem, like humor me with this problem, like almost take it as like, what does life have to give me today, right? So I've been trying to implement that into my life. It's asking yourself good questions when problems arise internally, because some people are better than others, right, at handling problems internally. How long is it going to affect your mood? How long do you want to feel upset about something not going your way or the way you thought it was going to play out? Maybe ask yourself, did you just think you were going to have this whole day without one single problem? Maybe that makes me laugh even saying it out loud. Like, did I really think I was going to get through today or this week without a problem arising? So understanding that life comes with problems. You will always have problems and issues throughout your life. That's just it. So whether it's a micro problem or a pretty big macro problem, I think just understanding that life is about solving problems, and all we can do is just go into each day giving our best and hoping it doesn't, in trying to have the best perspective and thought process behind each one that comes our way. Some days are going to have more problems, and it's going to challenge you a bit more than other days, right? I think with everything going on, this is super relevant, as we know, with all of just the social pressures of change and new understandings and politics, you know. So maybe go throughout your day not hoping that a problem will arise, but anticipate that it might. This way you'll be under a framework or mindset that you can handle this. Like I said, humor me with this problem. Try asking yourself, is this problem really a big deal in the grand scheme of things? A haircut, a messy apartment when you wake up in the morning. You know, among these problems we face in society, are these problems a big deal? Or on a larger scale, will anyone care about your bad haircut you had for a month of your life when you die? You know, who will really care about a bad email or you stubbed your toe? That's not really a problem. That's that shit sucks. You're late to an appointment. Just, these little problems that arise. You forget your wallet, you lose your phone. And no one's saying that these problems are hard or they're not going to challenge you. But you could also ask, aren't all these problems, a lot of them I've named, aren't they relatively easy to fix? Like, if you have a problem that we could sit here and say, we actually don't know how to fix this problem, that's a pretty tough problem. It's going to challenge you a lot more than some of these other ones, but a bad haircut, we know how to fix that. You either go to the barber or I got to wait till it grows out again and we can refade that thing. Get that thing a refade, Messy apartment, just clean it. Yeah, you're annoyed you have to spend that time because you were hoping maybe to do something else, but life's all about tackling problems. So this is really the majority of the content I have on solving problems, and I hope these questions and perspective can help. Sam Harris gave me a lot of this perspective. He is my meditation coach, if you will. I pay for an app called the Waking Up app, and it's a daily 10 to 12 minute meditation. I did a 60-day plan, or I think it's 50 days, I forget. You do 50, 60 days straight of meditation. And that's really when I first noticed. I did this last year or a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now, when I first started meditating, and it really changed my ability to be mindful. It upgraded it for sure. I could tell how other people were perceiving me. I could just see perspective a lot better, and my reactions were less harsh. And another thing to add too is that a lot of the times these problems, the whatever the outcome is, it's never as bad as it really, like, you really react it out to be, right? It's another thing to note. But yeah, so if you're interested in trying meditation, I highly recommend the Waking Up app. It is pricey. You can do, I think the first 5 days are free, and it comes with also his full meditation course. So I don't want to plug it too much because you may not be interested at all, but I can't recommend it enough. If you listen to Kev the Coach Experience, you enjoy the information that I put out there, and then this should be something you should consider. It really changed my life. I try to put everyone on it, but there's a saying around self-help that you can't change anyone. It all comes from within. That person has to change themselves. So all I can do is just love and hope that you see meditation as an important thing to bring into your life. I know it's helped me. I've actually read a book on it too, Ziva Meditation. I wish I could remember her name off the top of my head, but definitely give it a try. And I hope this was helpful for you guys in the world of problems. How do we go about, responding and being at our best self every single day, being fully present, because that's all we have at the end of the day. People won't remember it. Shit, You'll be dead and long gone if you didn't leave your impression, at least as a human being, aside from financial success or being whatever your career is, at least do your best to be the best person you can be. And I think meditation really helps in that aspect. So I hope this reached you when you needed it. And what I do is I listen to something like this often, because sometimes it's a lot harder to ask yourself these questions, because you got problems. It happens, and you start getting pissed, and it's like one layer after the other. You start just like, your brain just starts eating at you, and you're like, maybe it doesn't happen every day, but maybe once a week you have a situation where like three dominoes fall, and you're like, I'm getting wrecked right now, right? So maybe spend some time, listen to this one. We could just run it back, listen to it again. It helps. If it helps you, get you in a good, positive mood, I would love to hear that from you if it does. But if you'd like to chat with me personally, reach out via my website at www.coachkevinhiggins.com and select the book online tab. Guys, I got plenty of time to do some phone calls. If you're listening to this and you've been on edge or uncertain about scheduling a call, really my specialty will be recovering a relationship, but I can also get you on some dates and just basically find out what your issue is, like where are things going wrong fundamentally, and I can help point them out. And sometimes it's just good to have another voice that can do that. If you'd like to submit a question, you can also do that by either emailing me directly, once again, coachkevinhiggins@gmail.com, or via the contact tag on my website. Finally, please rate and review this podcast, guys. It's growing. There's some people that are listening that aren't rating and reviewing, so I'd love for you guys to do that on Apple Podcasts. Throw a follow and share if you can on Spotify. It would mean the world to your boy, Kev the Coach. So, love y'all, guys. Have a good one. Peace out. Bye-bye. A1.